My name is Maria Седченко, and the theme of my research is usage of commas in sentences of English. When we start to learn English, the main focus is on learning the vocabulary and the grammar of this language. Mistakes in sentences can cause a misunderstanding among readers. Another major component is punctuation. Punctuation in English is an integral part of writing. Punctuation marks are used to logically separate the text into sentences. I decided to choose this topic because 8 out of 10 students, including myself, made mistakes, most common mistakes in the writing of a text. My set goals were the analysis of difficulties in learning punctuation rules, consideration of the basic rules of using commas, and comparison with the Russian language, drawing up a classification of the rules of using commas in English and Russian, and conducting a survey among the 9th grade students. So, what is punctuation? Punctuation is a system of signs or symbols given to the reader to show how a sentence is constructed and how it should be read. A comma is a punctuation mark used when syntaxically separating in sentence. Problems of using commas in the sentences. Punctuation enables the correct presentation of written language. Punctuation is vital. It is an essential part of a good writing. Shapiro characterizes the punctuation marks as follows. Punctuation is a means by which the writer expresses certain meanings and shades, and the reader, on the basis of them, perceives the meanings and shades expressed by them. In English textbooks, the aspect is little or non-existent. The authors hardly touch upon the topic. It is not popular in education programs, therefore it is often ignored. But in fact, the use of commas is of great importance when writing exam essays and school writing in English. Students usually study speech and not pay attention to punctuation and intonation. I conducted a small survey on the use of punctuation marks in sentences among 9th grade students. The results of the work are reflected in the diagram below. As a result, 80% of students made the most common mistakes in sentences, meanwhile 20% did not. That shows the relevance of this work. Like, it's humor, but look at this. Let's eat grandma and let's eat grandma. We can surely say that commas save lives. And now, main rules and the difference between Russian rules. Enumeration. When listed 3 or more creatures, objects, or actions, you should put a comma. In Russian, no comma is placed before and or. In British English, the same rule is applied. For example, we've seen lions, tigers, and giraffes, and llamas in the zoo. Simple and complex sentences. In Russian, in simple sentences, a comma is always placed before words a, no, da, и чем. For example, they were young but ambitious. In English, in the simple sentences, we don't use commas before but and then. Parts of complex sentences are mainly connected by a compositional union. In English, this is most often and, but, or. We put a comma before the union. Complex sentences can also be connected with the words nor, yet, so, for. For example, I've seen a lot of masterpieces, but your picture is something really new and inspiring. In English, the dependent part is preceded by the words if, when, while, because, thou, until. If we put the dependent part in the first place, selected with a comma. Like, for example, I was late because I had forgotten my wallet at home. Additional inserts. In English, information that is not so important in the essence of the sentence is separated by commas. For example, on my way home, I met Jake. a friend of mine. Who, which, that. That is used to communicate important information that is vital in a sentence. Therefore, we do not put a comma before that. For example, the man that was wearing a hat took a business card out of his wallet. Which is used in additions that can be removed from the sentence without harming the meaning, separated with commas. I entered the room and turned on the light, which was old and dim. Introductory words and insertion structures. In English, they are separated by commas because they do not carry important information, and you can read the sentence without them. For example, to be honest, I didn't expect you to be so perfect. Direct speech. After the words of the author, there must be a comma, in contrast to the Russian language, where we put a colon. Words can also be used after direct speech. In this case, they're also separated by a comma. In Russian, a comma is put and then a dash. For example, the students mumbled, "Please, no more assignments. We have much work to do." I made my own classification in order to spread it among my classmates so they can easily learn the rules. In conclusion, following my classification, you can easily orient yourself in English punctuation. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you for your attention.